I apologize for that.
You know, I think he does it on purpose, but he mutes me when I talk. That's what I think is happening. So welcome, everybody here.
In short, what you missed so far is welcome to everybody. It's great to have you in here. And as you can see, we already got a yellow coin for this the moment we put it public. There you go. We'll give you the short and round version of all that. And it's good to have you in here. Yes, that's right. Good to have you in here. So if you guys could let everybody know what's going on, because we won't be on that long. We just came on to update you on it. And yes, it probably works a lot better with sound. We were talking the last couple of minutes, and this is what happens lately. So there you go. I see now, and I can't hear anything. I'm just waiting for the lag to get. There it is. All right, there we are. Now we're caught back up. You guys can hear us. So now we'll commence talking. That's right. So there you go. There's the short and sweet of all of it. It wouldn't be a Pusa Studios if we didn't do something wrong. Andrew, did you sit on the button? Yes. Yeah, yes, John, you nailed it.
It got stuck when you tried to mute me in between of live streams. You know?
Damn, I thought I was going insane. You still might from all of this. You still might. Yeah.
So what you missed is that we are running a little bit of experiment for you guys and for us as well. And we're going to let you know why and how. And, of course, all the newest updates that have been happening today as well. So stick around. This is not going to be a long live stream. It's kind of like our latest spotlight feature have been here, so share it out, tweet it out, DM to somebody that you think might benefit from it, and we're not gonna wait too long to jump into it. We'll definitely talk about all the cons and pros of updates as well, and how to put them in practice too. So lots of information in a little amount of time, so stick around.
That's right, folks, and I just wanna put this out here, folks. Probably see at the beginning, I'm telling you right now, anybody who brings up other platforms, that is against YouTube policy. We are not going to let them fly for a moment. We're not putting our channel in. If people choose to do so with them, that's their choice, but it's not going to happen here. I'm very curious. It is. I know it's a newer platform, but it has a lot of older stuff on it. I guess it's kind of like a museum when you think about it. It really is. They built a museum to house old things. And we're not going to be touching that one. So, yeah. So just a word to warning, folks. We do not promote other platforms. YouTube doesn't want it. We're not doing it. And that's it. So with that said, let's mosey on, folks, and let people know what's going on. Hit the like button. Tell friends, all that good stuff. It really, really, really does help out. Yeah, when you go in and you tell people and sending them over to another platform, for sure it does. YouTube is very stringent on that. You can't go on and say, oh, my... jump on, I'm going to be on Facebook in 5 minutes, or I'm live right now on another platform. You're not supposed to be doing that. They do not want it.
You can share your social media links in the description and every so often in the chat, but you can't guide them off the platform. That's against the policy, and especially if you do a dedicated live stream or video about it that is against the policies, can be striked and all of the rest that comes from it. By the way, Inspired John, we tried to raid you yesterday on your birthday, okay? We ended our live stream, we raided you, and by the time we raided you, you were done. Come on.
What are you doing to us, man? What are you trying to do to us here? You trying to play tricks on us?
Happy birthday. You ruined our birthday present.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear John. Happy birthday to you.
You ruined our present. Decided to go off YouTube.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. Okay, happy birthday. So there you go. No present this year.
John. Happy birthday.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, well, that was yesterday, so let's move on from that. It is Thursday afternoon, and for some of you, you see us for the second time. For some of you, you went to bed with us, and now you're waking up with us as well. Okay, now, guys, no drama in the chat, okay? It applies to everyone. I'm going to be teacher mode here.
Oh, my
God. Yeah, well, welcome. Yeah, welcome. You weren't on anymore.
Oh, my God. It's great to have you guys in here. Andrew, now you confused me. Okay, did you mean in a live stream? But what about making tutorials about...
That's fine.
That's fine. What you can't do is have a live stream telling people, whether it's a minute long or an hour long, to say go over because I'm live somewhere else. You're not allowed to attract people to leave the platform. That's in short. You can't say, come on over, I'm live here right now.
Yeah, we talked about about latest tech tips, which first I think was one of the first bigger YouTubers that actually got their video removed and striked for letting people know to go over and watch their on their platform. So you know, it applies to everyone.
John, don't worry about it. Suxenia is saying I ended too early. Thank you, though. Honestly, no worries. It's just easy.
Well, you know, I was kind of serious. It ruined my surprise. So
She's on a roll today.
yeah.
I want to say hello to the members in here, folks. I want to say hello to Wayne on the road is in the house. We got RC Stinger in the house. We got Premier Hell is here. Pixel P at Teaching and Learning. Pixel Master Kira's here. We have Old Guy on a Bike. We have Life of MC in the house. And we got Johnny Pockney with us, folks. Grant McIntosh, there's the man. We got Firewolf Studios. We got Mr. Boom in the house. Farmall Fanatic is with us. We have Commander Vlogs. And we've got Sherry Awesome Sunset Travel. And we got Because She Said. It's great to see you all. Thank you so much for being members. If the rest of you would like to join, we'd love to have you. We're having a draw this Saturday for members of the week, plus all the other perks. For the price of a super chat, folks, it can perks that can last the whole month long. Oh my God! Speaking of super chat, there you go. Oh, see, I covered my ears. I go right into panic mode. She loves
Commander
that.
Vlogs. Hello, and thank you so much for the super chat.
Thank you very much, and do appreciate you. Such a smart ass. Thank you so much. We do appreciate it. And thank you for putting me into my terrors for a second. But thank you so much. I do appreciate it. I want to say hi to Wayne's Adventures in the house. We have Vegan Realness. We got Trish's motivational reaction videos. We have Tootsie, Rolling Stone Travels, Tokyo Drew, The Right's Way in the house, The Dark Order, Tammy Tiny Tots Reborn. We have Stylist. We have Stacy, Here We Grow Again. We have Sky Pilot. We got Sheba Speaks. We got Shonda TV. Scott Kovac is in the house. We have Rants with Rogers. We have Prairie Boys 77. Ornob is in the house. Old School Chef, Nick Molnar, Natural RC is in the house, My Non-Traditional Life, Mud Nuts Reviews, Magnolia Money, Maglin Cauldron is in the house. We have Last of the Writer's Creed, Lady B. Ashley, we have Kayla Madeline, we have Candy Shell's Corner, we have Journey North, we have Johnny Cook Jr. It come off a egg is in the house. Inspired John, the birthday boy. Another one of our members walked in. Happy Lux. What's going on? We have Geek Effect. We have Gary Clunkerville Town. Exploring Stranger Things UK. We have Chris is here, another member of Firewolf Studios. EMS in Taiwan. Kronos Chiron. We have Cassandra's Life in Albuquerque. We have, there's another one of our members where I spend most of my mornings. Canadian Drone Hub is in the house, folks. There's Roger. We got Caffeine Queen with us. We got Buds, Coins, and Variety. We have Bucks Outdoors. We have Bluegrass Picker. Bacchus is in the house. And Ariel, the Magicianal Artist, and AKA Tricky. There you go. Hello. And Nick Molnar. Hello from Ontario, Canada. Well, great to see you, my fellow Canuck. Hope you're doing fantastic, and thank you so very much for that. Do appreciate it. Rock Truck Rob, what is going on, my friend? Hope you're having a fantastic day. Always great to see you. Purgatory Paranormal Venoy, great to see you. Anybody else I missed, folks, please say hi. We're going to jump into it in just a second. We're just on for a little bit, folks, so we wanted to just come out and let you guys know what's going on. We did a show about this, and as updates come out, we tell you guys. Lily Murphy, how are you? Great to see you. There's another one of our members. There's the man. Expedition Greg has been working hard. Good to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Mobile Chaos, how you doing? Dan Tor, welcome back as well. Hope you're all doing great, folks. Oracles and Beyond, all kinds of great channels. Pleasure to see you all. If you can hit the like button, tweet it out, and tell friends. We do appreciate Lucky Beach Slots. How are you?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing. And of course, subscribe to us if you're new. If you think that you're already subscribed, then make sure that you still are. You never know how that happens. And ring the bell for all those notifications because you never know when those come up.
And we got Punchy Paints and Storage Scavenger. Hope you're both doing fantastic. And Who's Your Back? Can't stay long. Just wanted to say hello and much love to you all. Thank you so much.
Can I hug you through the screen?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hugging you through the screen. Soon. Thank you so much. Who's Your Back Outdoors?
You don't have to do that. Thank you very much. Do appreciate it.
Nomadic Hippie
Hey,
here.
welcome
Hello.
back. This is a great channel, folks. A great channel. Another one came up just in the last while. This guy's got some serious stuff on there. Well done. The editing is fantastic. Oh my God.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much once again to Nomadic Hippie and to Who's Your Back Outdoors. Thank you so much. And again, a special hello to Who's Your Back It's gonna be all right.
Better days ahead, my friend. Better days ahead.
That's right. Now, guys, share it out. DM somebody who you think might enjoy this. We also always try to put a little bit of entertainment in it. Either it's education with a dab of entertainment or entertainment with a dab of education. I don't know which one is it today. But nevertheless, it is important updates for you as YouTubers, and we really feel that as YouTubers, we should be more responsible about the content that we're putting out there, and especially in the times like this, since it is a public platform, and who knows who might listen to us when we talk. As Andrew said, this is an update on some of the videos we already made previously this and last week. Some of those are listed down below, so you can check it out if you missed those. The Dark Order. This is for you, Push Studios from Latina Heat. You changed your name. Latina Heat changed your name. Well, Dark Order, welcome here.
Welcome, and thank you so much for that. Do appreciate it. Thank you so very much. Great name change. I hope.
Quite extreme difference.
Yes, exactly.
Which might be a good choice.
Yep.
That is awesome.
But thank you so much. Salvatore Vinciguerra, how are you? Great to see you. Bait the Hook, how are you? TCP Collectors, how are you doing? Kids Connections, hope you're doing well. It's great to have you all in here. Hope you're doing fantastic. Some really great folks. I'm just going to see if I missed anybody else. If I did, it's just great to have you all in here, folks. And once again, if you can hit that like button and tweet it out, tell friends all that stuff. We're not on for very long. And if you're new here and you like what we're doing, hope you'll hit the subscribe button and check out more of it. That's right. So I think we're just about ready to jump into it.
Yeah.
Eric Garcia, how are you? Great to see you. My phone is going dead. I really want to hear this stream, LOL. Well, this is just a bummer. I lose my... I'm sorry. My phone has been doing that lately. Well, so sorry to hear that, Stacy. No worries. And it's not going to be too long the reason why I do that, so it's easy to come back if you want to watch the replay. But it's always great to have you in here, and good luck with your phone.
Oh, yeah. It definitely always is available on replay. And after replay, you always get your extra special resource links as well.
Brian S. Good evening, Push Studios. You're back for more punishment for more punishment today. How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Nah, it's always fun. It's always a trip. That's right. So
why can we reach the special YouTube icons? No, everybody should be able to reach the special YouTube icons. You have special member icons, PixelP as a member, and those are only customized to this particular channel. But then the YouTube icon should be available for everybody right now.
Yep.
And Inspire John put his selfie up, and I want to know if he has pants or not, because that has been known. Construction Cronies, hello, how are you? By the way, if you want to add your own selfie, like Inspire John here.
Yep, there you go. That's 1 for 1 for John. There you go.
You can add hashtag Pusa.
I think he found the liquefied filter on Photoshop.
Yeah, I think he didn't even go that far. If you want to add your own selfie or a version of that, you can add yours with the hashtag Blue Ridge Group on Twitter and check out all the other amazing selfies.
I'm not hearting that. Xander can click the heart. I can't even touch that, so I'm just going to smile politely.
So if you would like to add your into collection and check out other YouTubers under the hashtag,
there you go. Inspired John says, quick, people, hashtag Blue Ridge Group selfies and scare Ksenia. So there's a theme. John has laid down the gauntlet.
Why do you want to scare me?
Oh my God.
What did I do to you?
You're up.
West David always and forever. Hey you, thank you so much for that. Super chat from West David always and forever. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Do appreciate it. And I know, Elena, you're sorry. I know the answer. I know the point, what you're gonna say. And no, you're not. And thank you. I got the rights way saying I can't see the join button. I don't know. It's
in some I don't know where you
they're
are.
They're the States, as far as I know. The rights.
Sometimes the mobile browser that you're using or a browser might not be supporting it, and you or app. So it's either or. I know I've heard people using the app are not being able to join, so you might have to use the extension itself.
Hey there, Supernatural Lost Adventures. Hope you're doing well. Welcome. Hope all is well with you. It's not directed at me, Firewolf Studios. Chris is just saying hi, asking how you've been, so I'll just move into the picture.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you. I mean, Andrew is doing just fine. And we have Professor John here. Professor John, welcome here from Professor John. And thank you so much for the super chat from Professor John.
Do appreciate
And
it.
we have Super Sticker Super Chat, Super Sticker Super Chat, Super Sticker Super Chat, Commander Vlogs. Thank you so much for that. Super Sticker Super Chat. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much to the both of you. Do appreciate it. Professor John and Commander Vlogs, you guys are awesome. I think we're about ready to get the show on the road.
Let's do it.
Alrighty, folks. So there you go. So let's talk about it. So if you guys haven't seen it, this is where this all started from. So Team YouTube, hashtag stay at home. All creators in YVP can now monetize COVID-19 related content that follows community and ad-friendly guidelines. Look for a note in studio this week and next. There you go. So in the coming weeks, we'll remove COVID-19 status as a sensitive event in our ad-friendly guidelines. We're preparing our policies and preparing to expand monetization of this content to all creators. They get a note, same thing but the notification.
So now the retweeted tweet stated they are only in the process of it, and as of till today, it still didn't have any changes. It still was under the sensitive content for the rest of the YouTubers until it was implemented 100%. What they're saying with this update is that they have implemented it with everyone now, and not only news agencies but also all platform users across will be able to use the content about the situation outside and still get monetized, which as a default means also still being pushed. Now, that's a good question though, and that's why we mentioned an experiment for you at the beginning of this live stream. As you have noticed, our title doesn't include the wording, but our thumbnail does, and we are yellow coin.
Yep. Wanted to see how it would go. Figured give it a test, and we've been down that old yellow coin road a couple of times. So we figured, what better guinea pigs than us to give that a run? So we
That's
did
right.
get an answer.
So I would still, and that's why we are putting that in, we would still proceed with caution, definitely, and we're going to go over the policy. Now, it is not just all white and it's not all green for everything, but it definitely gives us impression of that they are not going to be so stringent on it. You have to remember that AI is still the main filter right now, and there is very few people, actual human beings, working on filtering the content, so that's something to remember. Now, you will be able to see the monetization update on COVID-19 content on their YouTube help post, and we will post the link down below as well, so you can check that out. But as you can see, it still includes a lot of no-nos. Especially interesting is the part of chronicling or documenting different parts of hospitals or experience in the hospital whatsoever. It's not quite clear how much is okay and how much is not, except for saying that fleeing shots of it basically is okay, but what exactly does it mean? That's a good question. Now, medical misinformation is something that you really have to think about. We sometimes want to help people. We sometimes want to be supportive and suggest things that might be helping them mentally or physically. You really got to be super careful and think all the way through. Now, recently, I don't know if you are knowing it or not, but the beauty guru Tadi, she put the email out there for people, meaning really well, that she was going to release an immunity booster in the fall, but because of everything that's going on now, and she's not going to able to release it earlier due to the costs, she, out of her good heart, decided to share the recipe or the ingredients of her upcoming immunity booster with her followers, just like literally ingredient list, and said, like, go and purchase these things separately if you can, I want to do good, I want you to boost your immune system. And internet crashed on her, and now she might be even possibly under FDA investigation, because although she didn't exactly directly said that her immune booster might be a cure or might be the all-in-all help for this, she did imply that these ingredients might be. So you got to be super, super careful. I'm sure she didn't mean anything by it, but it definitely didn't sound well. And now she's under huge scrutiny for that. So you got to be super careful how you talk about anything with regards of supplements or any kind of food, or power food or superfood groups and all of that, because it can be misleading, and especially now on YouTube with AI, it definitely have to be super careful with that. Now, pranks and challenges is also one of the categories that is included in something that you should be avoiding, and it's understandable.
Pretty sad when this has to be said, that's what I was thinking through this one, but I just want to say as a side note.
Yeah, it's understandable. Now, one of the first ones that are mixed in there as example is licking toilet seat challenge. And maybe you don't know, but one of the TikTokers and as a default YouTuber as well, she actually did a challenge when she was literally going around licking different public places and basically saying that there is no danger of doing that. Now, she afterwards admitted that they were thoroughly cleaned beforehand and all of that, and it was just a prank. But nevertheless, it can prompt other people to do the same thing, which obviously is not good for anybody, not just for those people. Interesting part that I thought was dressing up in hazmat suits and inspecting others. I think a lot of people have been trying to do that, including TikTok and YouTube, to make like fun type of videos with a light, on it. But that also would be something to proceed with caution.
Definitely got to go into the positive side. It has to be an uplifting message that doesn't poke light at the situation that's causing it, but more of a way of making light of the time we're in, I think is the best way to sum it up. And remember, everything on YouTube or anywhere has a slippery slope. So you don't want to be dancing too close to the sun. That's I think, one big message to take from anything that you're dealing with sensitive topics.
Yeah, and YouTube before even said that if the content is going to be brushing against the policies, not directly will be, will be crossing the policy, but just brushing around it, they're not going to be suggesting it as much as they would. So that's something to think about. It's still in effect,
It's once again that thing, folks, to realize in the end, whether you're trying to be tongue-in-cheek or poke decent light into it, why do you not want to dance close to the sun? YouTube simply does not want to end up on Forbes magazine or another big publication with a scandal in front of it. Mm-hmm. It's as simple as that. They've washed their hands of it and said, we're not getting even close to it. I don't care the context, I don't care the meaning. And the smaller we are, the less chance we have of getting it fixed. So it's great to be right, but if nobody's seeing you being right, what's the point? Or if your channel's paying for it when you were being right, once again, there's no benefit in taking that chances with it. Work more still on the positive things like we were talking last week with their hashtags and that about making a more positive experience is your safest bet.
No, if you are not monetized yet, I wouldn't be saying, well, who cares, I'm not monetized. Because if you're monetized, that means that you have contact with your rep, or at least a chance to get in touch with them. Yeah. If you're not monetized, it means if you get a strike wrongfully or rightfully, you won't literally be able to get anything back unless you really get them on Twitter, which doesn't happen every time. So why we're still pushing to pay attention for channels that are not monetized, because you have so much more chances to lose something if YouTube makes mistake. So you got to be super careful.
Well, yes, exactly. I just want to clear up one thing, folks. Monetize has nothing to do with anything, any policies on YouTube. All monetize begins and ends with is you get a cut of the advertising. Mm-hmm. That's it. That's all it means. Everything else, every law, every guideline on here, you have to adhere to it the same way. You can have a channel lost the very first day you open it up. It's got nothing to do with it. It doesn't change at all, except you get a bit of the advertising. That's it. No more. There's everything else. You have to follow the exact same guidelines. No changes.
Now, we will let you know how it is best off to research what you're doing with regards to COVID-19, and is it going within the guidelines and the way YouTube and Google have decided to represent this global crisis. Something interesting for you to know, Google hasn't changed its policies. Yes. So if your YouTube channel is relying on Google search as part of your incoming traffic, it's still gonna be pushed, away in the darkest corners by Google search if you are including that in your titles, descriptions, and so on. So this applies for YouTube right now, and if you're relying on Google traffic, we would still suggest avoiding the subject, at least the direct description and titling of it. Otherwise, you most likely will lose the traffic from Google. That might change in the following days, and if it will, we're going to let you know. But as for now, there hasn't been any changes in Google policies for that. Yeah.
Yep.
Now, there are different things that you can be researching yourself as well, and one of the resources that you should be relying, of course, is World Health Organization, but also Google itself. Google has created the webpage with information and resources, and if you're somebody who really wants to create the content around this, you know, why not? In a way, you want to share maybe your experience, but maybe you just want to spread information, would really go through these guidelines as well as actual information that they are sharing. So you don't share something quite the opposite, because then it's most likely is going to be pushed away or removed altogether. So that's something to look into.
Sorry, I see sometime.
I
just wanted to show you with limited monetization. Right now we are tonight, okay? We have 78 in here. I think we went up to 84 or something like that, which is a pretty good turnout.
Yeah.
That's probably a third of what we should be getting on this then, if that's to happen, and half to a third. That's the difference. So when you hear us saying, you know, you're going to get limited monetization, it's not like, oh, well, you're going to not be wealthy this month because you didn't get your AdSense from that one. It could be further from the truth. It's not a big difference in the money wise. It's the push that YouTube gives you, even though they claim they don't do it. It's quite visible when you're getting limited monetization. It's not sending you out to everybody because they make more money off of live streams and videos that are in the green because it's a better cut. So that's how it can harm you by getting that. So.
Yes, exactly that. And I was sharing with them the page of the resources for COVID-19 on Google. I shared the resources in the chat as well. So that's where I would be checking, like double checking your resources and double checking information that you want to share, because it definitely gives a special guidance. The link is in the chat right now as well for you.
Yeah, we're going to be watching. Usually we get because we get so many yellow coins for everything from the wheel and all kinds of stuff like that and everything. But nonetheless, it's usually a little while after. It doesn't take too long, and then we get our green back. Yeah, I'm curious though about this one tonight, if they will give it. Not many we've never gotten back. We can count them on one hand since we've been on.
Yeah.
But I'm curious about this one tonight, my non-traditional, like to see where it goes.
This webpage that we are sharing right now is truly a goldmine for you if you have decided to pivot your content on your channel right now with regards to what's going on around it. And so many things like data and insights and resources that you're going to go from, as well as actual policies and latest updates on it, not only for you as a YouTuber, but also you as a human being. So if you want to stay on top of different scientific findings and resources that you could research yourself, that's definitely a great place to do that. Now, you might also want to think, well, what can I do, jump on this trend, so to say. And Google have provided to us a special coronavirus search trends where you can look into what exactly people are all searching every day with regards to the subject. And there is a link as well in the chat for you. As you can see today, the trending topic was good news. In fact, good news keywords haven't been searched as much since literally 2008 crisis, at least. And people are looking for good news, people. So if you want to share anything about the situation, I really suggest getting into the good news cycle more. Now, as you see, it also suggests different types of search sentences and questions that people are going across web and internet. And as you see, this is for today, so you can see what is happening today. You can also just click on more coronavirus daily insights and see what has been trending exactly with regards to coronavirus in the last week, and then research your theme for your YouTube video for that. Now, what you also see is different keyword combinations that have been checked and searched there. You can see the U.S. market, but if you go on Google Trends itself, you can change the market, obviously, if you are in Australia, UK, or somewhere else. So definitely, as you can see, there is a lot of interest. It has been peaking. It's understandable. What we suggest for you to look into is in between the lines. Obviously, as small YouTubers, it's super hard to trend on something that is already trending. So going into something in between the lines that is about that, but is still about something else, the same as when we research any other subject, would be the most smart approach to that.
Definitely.
But check out this webpage. It's really a bunch of information for you, and you can look at it again as a creator and as a human being. For both of that, there's a lot of information right there. Yeah, interesting page, exactly. Lots of research right there, and then it's updated every day for you too. So check that out.
So there you go, folks. Is there anything else on that page back that you needed? Good?
Nope.
Good? All right. There we go.
Now, what I wanted to share else with you that is not on the page, but something that I researched a little bit with regards to a different live stream that we're going to be soon having, is hashtags that you can be using while promoting your video. So some of them we have talked before, and hashtag withme, hashtag stay at home is the one that YouTube uses itself. And as you know, it features content on its homepage for those different categories as, hashtag stay home, read, hashtag withme, cook, hashtag withme, and so on. People have been doing their videos about it and using those hashtags in the titles as part of the community on YouTube. But you can be using a lot of hashtags on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram as well to help promote your content with regards to this content. And I will share some of it with you as well that we have found. One of them is Fun Indoors, and that have been created by Doctors Without Borders. So you can use that one, hashtag Fun Indoors. Of course, hashtag StopTheSpread. That one is created by Canva, and Canva is graphic design software and web page that we have been talking about a lot before. Hashtag StayHomeSaveLives is created by Google and can be used as well. And an ad council, an international ad council, have been using a hashtag AloneTogether. So check that one as well. You can use a couple of them or just one to promote your content, but it definitely makes a good use of marketing your videos out there.
I just, by the way, I just timed somebody out and took away the wrench for now. No, do not, we don't allow self-promoting, but especially when you put links to your own videos and that. So just let you know why that has happened as a side note.
I will be putting all these links as well as the hashtags in the down below description box afterwards, so you can come back and save that. So don't run to get your notepad right now. They're right here for you after this uploads.
I know some of you were asking, I know you're kind of looking for a layman's term answer, short. It's hard to give because you're dealing with an algorithm. And it's always going to be gray. That's why I said the first advice is don't fly close to the sun. In short, I guess the best way to sum it up is don't take on a doctor's role on here unless you are one. And even that is still going to probably hurt your video. It's mostly going to be the benefit for direct information on causes, dealing with it, etc. And that is going to be left to the big media sources, and that, in short, they're mostly the only ones that are going to probably get a free pass. Don't go into scare tactics about it in any shape or form. Anything that builds up any kind of hysteria around around the events going on, that is going to get you in trouble. If you want to share an experience about it, make sure you're sharing it very, very much so from the first-hand experience, not evaluating the situation, but more how you're maybe coping with it. And if you want good advice, make it lead on the positive side about how you're going through it. If you want to share about the loss of a loved one, unfortunately, or someone who is ill with it, do it at your own discretion. Just be very careful that, once again, it doesn't start seeping into you, like giving out advice about it, how to handle it, how to deal with it, all those things. Those are going to be left mostly to major media sources, And that's where YouTube is going to feel the most safe in that kind of information being held. Not that you don't have maybe some good information, but you've been around here enough. We're not naive. This is all happens because there's some that come on here and try to take advantage of it, to profit from it by using all kind of misleading information. They're not doing it for no reason. They're doing, yes, no fear mongering. Exactly, Scott. Very well said. That's the reason why these things are being enforced by YouTube, and why they went the way they did, especially right at the beginning, until they get a roll onto it, because that's exactly what happens on the internet, and unfortunately happens in YouTube as well. So.
That's right, yeah. And you can still fall under sensitive subject if you are talking about any graphic, about any kind of death moments and things like that. Yeah. It is a sensitive moment regardless of why it is happening. So that's why I would you really have to research what you're doing before you posting it, because although they say it's okay to use COVID theme in your videos, there are still lots of other things that are against the guidelines or can be limiting you.
I just want to address something that Johnny North said, and I agree with you on this side. He says, let the big media handle the fear-mongering, and you are 100% right, my friend. You are absolutely right. And that's the problem with it. And I don't like that they have such a big presence on here. I'll be the first to say it. And I'm not saying it's right what they do, because you nailed it. That's what they're doing. The problem is that YouTubers here went too crazy with things like that in the past, which got YouTube in the news, which, remember, big media can easily push up with the advertisers on here way more than we can. So it's a bureaucracy game, and whether fair, right, even, or just, it was our own fellow YouTubers that had played a part in getting this to happen, because when they lobbied to get more of a presence on here, it was no harder than going and looking up a couple of YouTube videos out of many and bringing up the examples. So thanks to a couple of our own, and it's a small minority as always, but because of a small minority, we all pay the price for it. And I don't like it either, and I agree they do. I'm 100% on board with you. So you're saying we can or can't talk, you can talk about it, but you just got to make sure that you're staying quite on the positive side, not taking on a doctor's role, not giving medical advice about it, not recommending, don't go on and recommend grandma's herbs that you heard was good for it, or Fred told me this works and stuff. All those kind of things you can't be. That's what's going to get your channel the most quickly in trouble here.
That's right. What basically it means that just saying a word now, it's not going to make you being removed. But if you start to getting deep dive into it, most likely it's going to harm you still, because it's going to be against the overall community guidelines, not just COVID-19.
Like for ourselves, we're still going to be very diligent about how it's done in our chat. I think most people now are used to, we're not touching it, and I don't see a need to start bringing it up. We have no need to, really.
No.
So we're not going to really be changing how we handle it much, and this is something you can consider from each of your own channels. Just because it's open doesn't mean it's a great topic to jump onto. Doesn't mean it's going to get your channel flying to the top and all those things. So, that's the thing. But just more and more people are going through that, or more and more people now are having somebody in their family or extended family that's going through. You can talk, you can bring up the word without worrying about having your channel brought down, but just be very cautious on how you're using it.
Two things, they haven't had any reply yet on the past videos, so if you have posted past videos about this theme and maybe changed the title and would like to do it now, or maybe you got the monetization on yellow permanently right now, there have been no information so far if you can review it now or not. So I wouldn't be changing the titles just yet before they confirm that. So that this new law or rule about monetization only started today. Another thing I want to remind you that COVID-19, virus, coronavirus, all of those keywords are still keywords, okay? So we should be looking at them as such. Just because it's trending doesn't mean that you are going to be trending as well. And as the same as we are talking about the taglines, don't use the tags that are the most popular with people that have millions of subscribers, because you're never going to be ranking anyway. And here you're not only competing with people that have millions of subscribers, you're competing with authoritative journalists and TV stations and TV shows that are going to be on those first pages regardless. So just depending on what is your goal here on YouTube, it's also something to think about. And with regards to that, also research, again, long keywords, long tail keywords that might be helping you still more than just using single, COVID-19 tag and so on. I want to remind you that we did do experiment right now with a thumbnail, and we did get a yellow coin. So still be cautious. We always take everything with YouTube, releasing things cautiously. That's what they say. I'm not sure exactly if AI has caught up yet on this or not. So that's something to think about. And as well, again, if you're not monetized, just more risks for you to get a strike and not being able to get it back because you don't have any contact directly with YouTube.
Hey, Corin Torres, how are you? Great to see you. And everybody else who walked in, Nature Sounds, and sorry we didn't get to say hi to each one of you, but it's a pleasure to have you in here. And if you can hit the like button, folks, that really, really does help us out a lot. If you can tweet it out as well, it makes a world of difference. The more you focus on it, the more you fuel. You're just adding to an already inflammatory topic matter. I see it too. Like for us, we've talked about this twice in this part here, but I don't see where we would bring any benefit to it. I don't see where it benefit our channel trying to jump on the bandwagon. Even if we wanted to, I just don't see where we're a fit for it. And that's something, folks, there's always going to be trends flying around and stuff like that. But if you jump on every trend, if it has nothing to do with your channel, it's pointless. It really, for 99% of the time, it has no value. Sometimes it even hurts your channel more. And sometimes it even changes the way people look at your channel. See, I've seen some people jumping onto it, and honestly, it's turning my stomach. I'm not going to lie. I've said it time and time again, and not just in this. This is not a joke what's going on. And it's not to make light of that way. And I mean, everybody has their own mind. They're allowed to do it. I won't support it, but I mean, some people will, but there's also some won't. And you have to remember that all the time. To be mindful of if you're going on every trend that comes around and trying to tag your channel onto it, you're kind of living in the moment. And YOLO is not exactly the best way to grow a YouTube channel, just like anything else. You got to have a long-term plan, somewhere you want your channel to go. And those decisions sometimes can really sink a channel, and I've seen it happen. So just something that I know a lot of people really want to grow, and I know a lot are waiting for that moment, and they're not doing it to be wrong or to be hateful or to be mean. It's just like, I don't want to miss this opportunity. This is the opportunity. It's not always an opportunity. Sometimes it can be really bad. Good Lord, who's building? Oh, I wouldn't even, but yeah, I don't know. We've seen it, Brian. I've seen, oh my God almighty, I don't even want to get into it, but
No, let's not, that's not what we do here. I'm sure you can find something. If you search, there have been cases we have come across, and that's just awful.
Yeah.
But that's not what we do here. We're here to inform you, and you can make your own decisions about your own channel. We're not making you change anything or do anything or not to do anything. We're here to inform you so you know the possible consequences of your actions, the same as in life, same as in YouTube.
At least you can make an informed decision. That's all we've ever said. In the end, even when we do the wheel or whatever we've done, anything about your channel, that's your channel. We have no right to ever tell you what to do, and that's why we don't. We give suggestions. You don't want to listen, that's completely up to you. Just try to help, because sometimes when you see things going on, it's easy to think, oh, well, they're doing it, I should do it. And I make sure before you do something, just double check that it is something that's in your best interest, and go and look at you. Try to find out. And if somebody gives you advice onto it, ask them to see where it came from. Always look to see. It's easy. You can start a live stream, and I can tell you the sky is purple today. But where is the sky purple, Andrew? Oh, well, it's on this or that. You want to just see it. And go and look for it. Google, YouTube, anybody when they make these releases, they are public. You can go and dig for them. It might be a little extra work, but it can save you a lot in the end. We try to save you that when we do cover topics. That's why I come back after the show's over to get your hands on them as well. But it's important, it's like math. Like my math teachers say, it's always important to show your work. So what are your motives when you're making the decision to throw your...
Yeah, you definitely got to consider that. What are your motives for that as well? And just, again, the most searched thing right now is good news. People are tiring out. People are getting exhausted on overflow of news right now, like actual news and information. And in fact, third of Americans, the latest poll that I read, are actually not discussing or watching news whatsoever right now, because people are really exhausted. Good news is literally number one searching keyword right now. Take advantage of that.
They're living it already. They're living it. The bills are piling up. Everything going on. Do they want to hear more about it all the time? There is some that are going to. That's what
You might think that your experience is unique. Everybody go, like all of us go through this in some degree or another. So sometimes being on the good side is the best approach.
That's it, exactly. So, we're here to entertain. That's what Google asked, YouTube asked of you guys. We showed that last week, what they said. They had hashtags for it with entertaining for a reason. Whatever you choose to do, once again, it's your channel, but that's the direction that YouTube is hoping we'll all take. There's enough putting out the bad news. Let's try to counteract it. Exploration Laurel Line, how are you? Great to see you. Above and Beyond Drones is in the house, listening, lurking, and learning, and having a smoke. I love that. Lottery Life, how are you? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Well, I think we've pretty much covered everything on to again.
Yes, so we will see you back again tomorrow, and hopefully you have a safe night. Don't forget to keep that distance, but we're, although apart, we're still all together here. We are in it together.
I just got to read this. The trip said 100%. We're hoping we can provide a break and some entertainment for a while and forget about all the craziness. Exactly. That's what we say. We didn't come on here to be you two. We're not crossing the lines. There's people that know a lot more about it. They can bring a lot more to the table than what Xenia and I can bring to it. That's why let them have their perspective. We'll give the break from everything. Agree on that. At first, I expect some views, though as far I film, I lose interest on that. Just going to make and reel through the simulation, not tagged with topic with a little weird word. Yes, exactly, with a little weird word is right. As YouTubers, we kind of have a responsibility to ourselves to be uplifting rather than depressing. I'd say so. Now, I know some channels are geared differently and go towards a different message. And remember, positive could even be something more softer, genteel, dark, all those things. They can all do the same effect. It doesn't mean everything has to be that all the time. It's a distraction for what the day is bringing, and then what attracts them is a great distraction you're giving them. So
please come back and leave a comment on this topic. Let us know what do you think about these changes, or what do you think about posting the content about this whatsoever. And of course, check out the description for those links that I'm going to be posting, as well as those hashtags that I mentioned you could use for marketing your videos.
That's right, folks. Have a great night. Thank you for being here. We'll see you guys soon. If you can hit the like button and come back, folks, and leave an on-topic comment, because this is yellow coined. And by coming back and leaving an on-topic comment really helps it get some push once the green finally comes back to it. Thank you so very much for that. You guys rock. Stay awesome and stay positive in your own way. Keep rocking them out there. Keep distracting them.